Hey guys, Knight here. You might remember a while back when I told you about the story where I joined the superhero team from my homeworld. All of them had powers gained from the My Singing Monsters. Yeah, well, we were on one of our missions and we came across this lab. Let me explain some of the things that happened, because we actually ended up finding a few more superheroes. So the lab was run by this evil Lux-ray scientist that had come out of the DS that I had when I was a child. When we busted through, the Lux-ray scientist started attacking us with bolts of lightning and hundreds of star-shaped shurikens. We managed to beat her eventually. Well, sort of. We backed her up into a corner, and she couldn't win. But then she brought out August. Now, she had her powers gained from a Rebro, a Humbug, and a Ghast. But her powers are basically an August from the Ethereal Workshop. She has enhanced acrobatics, she's able to create holographic walls you can run into, and has X-ray vision, just like the Lux-ray scientist had. But the Lux-ray scientist, she then attacked us and left us to fight August. Now, whilst we were fighting August, she opened a secret door in the wall and went through. It was very hard, but me and I think someone else, I can't remember honestly. I think it was the Part Beast, but we managed to get through. The others would come through later. And then as soon as we got through, we saw this guy called Homunculus. He gained his powers from Homunculus. He has enhanced acrobatics, and he can create phantasmal hands to hit foes, even as this nice suit of durable armor. Most of them have enhanced acrobatics, as you can probably tell. Now, he didn't actually gain his powers from Homunculus, but his armor was made out of Homunculus. The crazy Lux-ray scientists loved experimenting on My Singing Monsters. That's how they managed to get the Rebro and Humbug and Ghast DNA to create August. Anyway, this guy said the others were all being controlled by a metal chain they had somewhere on their body, sometimes even within their body. So he said if we were able to lock away Lux-ray, he might be able to get them to actually be superheroes again. Until then, Pot Beast would go back up and help us fight August, whilst me and Homunculus would go down and try to save the other supervillains created by Lexi the Lux-ray. Next up, we saw Spore-Man. Now, this guy gained his powers from a Sporo, a dream mythical. So as you can tell, it took quite a bit to manage him to do it. Now, he had been one of the people who went up through meditation to see the My Singing Monsters often. But then, he got trapped by Lexi and was forced to gain the powers of a Sporo, otherwise she would kill him. He has enhanced strength, and he can fire off mushrooms that explode, and he can even climb up buildings. When we came across him, he started attacking us, shooting the mushrooms at us and blowing them up. Homunculus even managed to catch a few and throw them back at him, but his enhanced strength was too much. He kept beating us up. He was quite good, I gotta admit, but we were chasing after Lexi. She had managed to hide between some big generators, but we couldn't get there without the Spore-Man attacking us, so I had an idea. I grabbed Homunculus and we ducked behind one of them. Lexi had already gone between some others, but then he shot the mushroom and it landed on it, and then it blew up. Beams of electricity going everywhere. And that's what awoke the final supervillain we found, Boner. So, Boner has enhanced strength, sharp talons, and lightning that can turn things to stone. He gained his powers from a Bon Appetit. Now, when Lexi had created Boner, Boner was just a regular guy. But then, when he was struck by lightning, Lexi went and captured him. And since the Wobblins need lightning to be awakened, she gave him some of the Wobbling powers, and that seemed to awaken him. Now he can only be awakened by lightning. When he was there, he came up and attacked us. Homunculus managed to defend him off for a bit, but he was just too strong. He shot the lightning, and we couldn't tell which ones came from the generator and which ones came from him. As soon as the others came back down, instantly they were all turned to stone. Poppy managed to dodge it for a while and help us beat up Boner, but then he got turned to stone as well. And even Homunculus couldn't save himself fully. His hand was turned to stone, and the rest of him stayed safe because of his protective armor. Now, when we were down there, Spore Man kept attacking us too, blowing things up, but then him and Boner got into a fight since they hadn't actually met each other yet. That gave plenty of time for me and Homunculus to go over and beat Lexi. We managed to knock her to the ground, and then the police arrived and they took Lexi away. After that, Homunculus, who had already known Boner and Spore Man, decided he would try and convince them all to join our superhero team. And it worked. So then they all joined our superhero team. It's getting pretty big now. It's easy to take down criminals. However, Lexi, I don't know what they're going to do with her. And I do think she might have some others in her lab. It's just not right, you know, having people be just forced the My Singing Monsters powers instead of gaining them. It's just not right. We need to take these people down.